Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel Learn with Fun by Zarar sir. Today we will be studying a very important and very interesting topic which is maximum power transfer theorem. So as a normal way I'll uh, solve an example. With that example you'll understand what does maximum power transfer theorem means. Okay. So we'll be having one example, one problem, and with one problem we'll understand how to solve a problem related to maximum power transfer theorem. So let's take a problem. So suppose this is the problem. Calculate the value of RL for it to absorb the maximum power and find maximum power in the circuit. Now you need to calculate the value of RL, which means you have to calculate the value of load resistance or RTH. Okay. So this is the problem. Let's take this circuit and we'll start with a few resistance. So we'll have, let's take resistance over here as, let's take this resistance as 40 ohms. Okay. Let's take another resistance over here as, we'll be solving a very simple problem so that we can understand the concept first. You can apply this concept to make to understand difficult problem also. Okay. So let's take this as 60 ohm and let's take over here a load resistance as RL. So this is my load resistance. Let's take one voltage as 120 volt. Okay. So this is the circuit where we need to calculate the maximum power. So there are only three steps. We'll follow three steps and inshallah we'll complete all the three steps within 10 minutes and you'll understand how does maximum power transfer is calculated. So let's see this. Let's say that this is the circuit where we need to calculate maximum power transfer. Okay. Now let's start with first step. The first step is calculation of RTH. It is exactly same as calculation of RTH in Thevenin or Norton. Okay, so how to calculate resistance? And you are aware about while calculating resistance, we need to short this voltage and we have to calculate load resistance across RL. So the same step, so this will be the circuit for calculation of RTH. The resistance will be same. Here I'll get how much ohm is given over there is 40 ohm. Here I have something called as 20 ohm and here I have something called as 60 ohm. And now I need to calculate resistance from this part. This is my RL or RTH. Okay. Now what will be my RTH or RL? My RTH or RL will be equal to, see, this resistance and this resistance. I mean 40 ohm and 20 ohm are parallel. And then finally, see, you have to enter to the end position and you have to come back from the end position. So when you go to the end position, you'll find 40 ohm and 20 ohm are in parallel. So you'll write first 40 parallel 20. Okay, this is the parallel combination. And then you have to add with 60 ohm because 60 is in series. Because in 60 there is RTH. So you'll add 60. So you'll get RTH or RL as 73.33 ohms. Okay, 73.33 ohms. So this is RTH and RL. Now we'll be moving towards second step, which is calculation of Vth. So we need to calculate Vth. So how to calculate Vth? Again, we'll be using same circuit and now we need to calculate Vth across RL. So let's draw again those resistance and voltages. We have 120 volts over here. We have something called as 40 ohm over here. We have something called as 60 ohm over here. And finally, we got 20 ohm over here. And the most important and crucial step is calculation of Vth, where we need to calculate over here. So this is my Vth. Okay. Now how to calculate Vth? It's a very simple step. First, we need to calculate the loop current in this loop. Okay. In this loop, we need to calculate loop current. So it's very simple. I is equal to V by R. So it is 20. V is 120 upon R. R is total resistance in this loop. 40 plus 20 turns out to be 60. I is equal to 2 amperes. Okay, it was very simple to calculate current. Now I have considered I as V by R, which is very simple. 120 upon 40 plus 20 is 60, that is 2 ampere. Please remember, I have not considered this 60. I have calculated 40 plus 20 as 60. Now I apply KVL in this loop. If I apply KVL in this loop, see, I am moving, we have already discussed in Thevenin theorem. If the direction is opposite, we'll take it as positive over here right now. So I'll take 20I, okay, 20I. This 60 ohm we will not be considering file calculation of Vth because it is in the open loop. So if you don't consider say 60 ohm, because there is no current in the 60 ohm resistance, we are moving again from positive to negative. If you move from positive to negative, we'll write minus Vth equal to 0. The final equation is Vth equal to 20 into I. So it is 20 into 2, and finally Vth we got as 40 volts. So we have the value of Vth as 40 volt, okay, and we have the value of Rth or RL as 73.3 ohms. So we got this two value, and the last step and the most important step is calculation of maximum power. So calculation of maximum power is a very simple step. It's a straightforward formula base, and the formula over here is we need to write Pmax is equal to, it's a very simple formula. I don't want to show you derivation over here. V square Th upon 4 Rth. V square Th upon 4 Rth. V square Th is nothing but 40 volt. So it is 40 square upon 4 into Rth is 73.33 ohm, and you will reach to a point where your maximum power is 5.45 watt. In this way you will calculate maximum power. So there are only three steps. The first step is calculation of Rth. Next step is calculation of Vth. Please make sure while calculation of Vth there is only one loop, so I have directly written I is equal to V bar. If there is more than one loop, then you have to apply KVL, calculate individual current over there, and then you have to apply KVL, and after that current you will find Vth. Next step is calculation of Pmax. For calculation of Pmax, you need to have value of both Rth as well as Vth, and once you get the both the value, you will apply this formula, which is Pmax equal to V square Th upon 4 Rth. So this is very important formula for maximum power transfer theorem. Do remember the value will always be in watt. Okay. Now these are the three steps that you need to understand. So this is what I want to teach you. I have taken a very basic problem. In next video, I'll take some difficult problem. I'll try to add source transformation problem with maximum power transfer so that you can understand. So if you like this video, please click on the like button. If you are new to the channel, click on subscribe and comment below that you understand the video of maximum power transfer theorem or not. Okay, that's it from my side. I have tried to cover maximum topic. So we have done with Thevenin, we have done with Norton, we have done with maximum power transfer. Now we'll be moving towards a very small topic of not transistor, it is related to resistor, and then we will moving towards AC circuits. Okay, this was from my side. If you love this video, do share it with your friends, subscribe my channel, okay, and comment below. Thank you everyone for listening so patiently. I hope you can remember the three steps. It is exactly same as Thevenin step: VTH, RTH, and maximum power. In Thevenin, we have VTH, RTH, and IL. The only third step changes over in this maximum power is Pmax, and it is a very simple and straight formula: V squared TH upon 4 RTH. That's it. Have a good day. Thank you. God bless you guys. Allah Hafiz.